fucking room is trans. Enjoy those fucking apples, dude. Fucking, you're trans, you're trans, you're trans, you're definitely trans. What are you laughing at, sissy boy? You're trans as fuck, dude. You're trans, you're trans, you're so trans. If you didn't have that beard on your face, I'd fuck it. I don't know if you guys saw, but he scratched his beard, which, as someone with a beard, I interpret as enthusiastic consent. So, I'm gonna need you guys to shut the fuck up for a minute. Daddy's going to work.
Are y'all ready for your headliner tonight? Hell yeah, crank that up to 11. Can you do that for me? Let's go. You've seen him on Netflix as a joke. He has 2 specials on YouTube right now. Put your hands together for AJ Wilkerson!
Somebody fucking snorted. Somebody fucking snorted. You can tell when I lost my place because I start wandering around stage like a Roomba. Just a lost bitch, dude. Fucking bitch girl autism. We're back. Fucking P. Sherman 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney. Let's fucking go. Except now we're not back at all. Dude, I made another mistake. Dude, I said the key phrase and activated the daily double. And now we'll be back to girl autism after these brief messages. So we're gonna go on a side quest, because P. Sherman 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney. Alright, here's the deal. P. Sherman 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney is one of the 2 sentences I say to myself at least 3 or 4 dozen times a day. The other sentence is, the fuck? Because I am an object permanence autistic. Do you hear me? If I set down a physical object and it leaves my line of sight, it ceases to fucking exist. You hear me? I don't just lose things, they exit the universe, all right? I cannot tell you how many vapes, keys, and girlfriends I have lost in this exact manner. Because not only do I have this object permanence problem with people and physical objects, I have the same problem with abstract thoughts. Dude, I will either lose a thought completely, or if I try and have more than one at a time, they'll jumble themselves up. Dude, like if I'm at home and I'm like, oh, I need to take the trash out, and I start to do that, and on the way I go, oh, I need to move laundry from the washer to the dryer. I will leave the trash in the hallway by the washer and the dryer, and I will throw my clothes away. You think that's funny until you're chasing the garbage truck pantsless at 7 a.m. going, my socks are in there! I'll wake up from a dead sleep because my brain sets off a red alert and says, "You fucked up downstairs, Chief." And then I will run downstairs in my underwear, usually a G-string, but I will run. I've never ever worn a G-string. But I normally just name underwear or something ridiculous right there, and my brain just betrayed me again. It was like, G-string, tell him you wear a G-string. Tell him you wear women's underwear. Now you can't take it back. So I'll run downstairs in my G-string, and I'll get to the door of my kitchen, and then I will stand in that doorway for 40 minutes, arguing with my own reflection in my appliances, going, "Why the fuck am I here?" And then 6 days later, I'll wake up in the Pacific Northwest and go, "I left the fucking stove on." And just in case any of you ever happen to find yourself in a similar situation, know that you can go on an app called Rover. You can hire a pet sitter who will go to your house and let themselves in, and then they will send you a message and they'll say, "Hey, you don't have a dog," and you can just type back and say, "I know, but I left my stove on." And for the very low price of $39 and a 5-star review, you also cannot burn your house down. I've done the research. I believe that's what the young people call a life hack. Fucking modern problems require modern solutions. I apologize. I can't stop doing it now. You know, they said people up here were woke and they wouldn't appreciate it if you did black voice and... Imagine 300 years from now when, like, society thinks, like, Barack Obama's voice is black voice. Do you know what I mean? Because if I do Barack Obama, nobody's like, "How dare you?" But if I just started doing a black voice, everyone in here would be upset. No, I'm not gonna do it. All right, here it goes. All right, you guys want to hear me do a different black voice? Are you guys ready? Okay, I'm gonna do it. Here it goes. Bah. All right, turns out it is a little bit of a Bill Cosby show. Okay. It's not enough to show up on a talk screen. You know what I mean? I apologize. Doctor's note. Okay. Anyway, object permanence. Fucking, we're back. Forget all that black boy shit. Anyway. Like I said, when I remember I'm gonna burn my house down, I go, "P. Sherman, 42 Albany, Sydney. This is an emergency." And I did it in one of my specials I put on YouTube. And as soon as I released that special, other autistics started sliding in my DMs. Then I know it's other autistics because of how eloquently worded these messages are. There's a lot of girl autism in my inbox, okay? And they're super easy to spot right away from the greeting. Dude, it's all very similar. They read like Civil War love letters. You open it and it just goes, "My dearest Captain Autism." kind of a black voice. I kind of sounded like Cat Williams.
My dearest Captain Autism. There's a warm breeze blowing across a pimp's prairie as I write to you this evening. But I felt like it would behoove me to inform you that I'm an incredulous fan of both yourself.
I'm not trying to do Cat Williams anymore. We gotta knock this shit off.
I'm such an incredible fan of both yourself and the award-winning, groundbreaking piece of animated cinema that is Pixar's Finding Nemo. That I hereby cordially invite you to a private screening of said film in the privacy of my domicile. Due to our shared social anxieties.
I know now she kind of sounds like Colonel Sanders, but we're almost done, I promise.
Furthermore, due to our shared sensitivity to textures, I hereby officially request that we view said film entirely naked.
And every time I get one of these, I have to very politely type back and say, oh. No. No. No, thank you. But I need to be very, very clear about this. I'm not saying no to these lovely and wonderful invitations because of these women. So if any of you made it here tonight, it's not you, it's me. I have to deny these invitations because I don't feel like I've been clear enough about this with audiences, so here it is. Hi. Him's a shy boy. Him's real shy. Like real shy. Like clinically shy. Like I have a doctor's note. I'm so shy I have a note from a doctor. And that note says that I don't perform well in strange environments and transitions can be very hard. Therefore, I cannot be. End of sentence. Some of you lied about graduating middle school because this entire room just failed that very simple English assignment, so let me repeat myself in a slightly different way. I have a doctor's note that says hymns can't even get hard without home field advantage. I'm so shy, I have the libido of a mediocre NFL team. He's not scoring a lot on the road, Colin. A lot of punts, dude, fucking. Anyway, this isn't about my penis. That's not. I don't even know why I told you any of that. It's not even. It's not even the main reason why I have to turn these messages down. Dude, the main reason why I have to decline these invitations is because I don't really fuck with Finding Nemo like that. I'm not a Finding Nemo autistic. I'm a Jeopardy autistic. I know. Dude, we're already 7 minutes into a side quest that started when I said we activated the Daily Double. I thought it was blatantly obvious I was a Jeopardy autistic, but I am. My brain is just a random repository of seemingly useless pieces of information that have just been collected from throughout my life and from across the universe. And those pieces of information are not cataloged or organized or accessible to me in any way that makes them useful to me in any real-world application whatsoever. Unless I get picked to go on Jeopardy. And the day I get drafted to the league, I'm going full Rosie Perez and White Men Can't Jump. The day I get called up to the big show, I know all the foods that start with the letter Q, dude. Fucking quail, quiche, Quiznos, quesadillas, quinoa, dude. I could do this all night. If I get called up to the league, I'm fucking Wesley Snipes and winning Jeopardy. That's another White Men Can't Jump reference. Anyway. Anyway, dude, I probably am not gonna fuck Wesley Snipes, but I need you guys to know I'm not fucking Wesley Snipes due to any racial or homophobic reasons. I'm not fucking Wesley Snipes due to ADHD ones. Do you hear me? My brain literally will not let me start tasks it doesn't think I could be excellent at. And according to our calculations, there's no chance I could ever fuck Wesley Snipes harder than the government already has. I would win Jeopardy, because like I said, my brain is just a random assortment of information. One of those pieces of information is why I don't fuck with Finding Nemo. Because my brain just happens to contain a fact about clownfish. Did you all know that in nature, in clownfish, when a female clownfish dies, a male clownfish will transition into a female clownfish and take the next biggest male as her new husband? Did you know that? No, like 3 people knew that. The National Geographic autistics knew it. But none of the rest of you fucking knew about that, and you know why? It's because Pixar paved right the fuck over that little piece of information, didn't they? And now I can't enjoy a children's movie just because my brain logically understands that this is an animated film about talking fucking fish. But as soon as the opening credits start to roll, Captain Autism goes, "That's not fucking real!" Those little baby fish are talking to the squid, and he's like, "Oh, you guys made me ink." And Captain Autism goes, "90% of this movie, Nemo's dad is a lady." And I can't even argue with him. I just have to take it because he's right. This is completely true. We're about to fucking. We're gonna go on a journey together, Wisconsin. Fucking everybody, close your eyes and use your imaginations for me for a moment. Fucking fellas, imagine if your best friend's wife tragically passed away. Close your eyes and shut up. I said imagine it. Imagine if your best friend's wife tragically passed away, and then 3 days later, you woke up to find your best friend in the entire universe in your bed with new milkers and a moo-moo. If I have to picture it, so do you. Close your eyes and go to your mind palace. Imagine your best friend in the entire universe with new titties and a nightgown on. And your best friend in the entire universe shimmies their body up your body until they're looking you dead in the eye. And then your best friend in the whole world goes, "You're my new husband now." Does that make you uncomfortable, Milwaukee? Too fucking bad. Turns out in clownfish, we call that the circle of fucking life.
Nice joke.
Well, here's the deal. Because my brain knows that information, dude, my fucking melts out of my ear holes when I see like an old lady on the news in like overalls and a spittoon in her lap and a rocking chair on her front porch. I'm from the South. I don't know if we have the same people on the news, but I see that lady on the news and she goes, "You see these young people out here changing genders. It ain't natural." And I see her say that, and my brain explodes, and Captain Autism goes, "Natural? What do you mean it's not natural? Fucking, you're not natural. Fucking, it's not natural. Fucking, look at the fucking fish! You don't think being transgender is natural? Fucking nature facts for 1,000, Alex. We're about to fuck this whole bitch up." Being transgender is perfectly fucking natural. Turns out science has already identified over 300 species on this planet that exist in nature that can transition genders. There's 90 of those species that science has already discovered on this earth right now that can transition genders on a day-to-day basis depending on their mood, much like people who live on the coasts. And I understand that there are people who might disagree with that, but to call it unnatural is scientifically inaccurate, is all I'm fucking saying. It turns out that's just scientifically false. It's scientifically false because they have known since 1972 that human beings are one of those 300 species. This is true. You guys can Google this later if you want. Fucking go do homework, nerds. Fucking... You can Google this. Science has known since the 1970s that every single human embryo ever begins as a female embryo. Which technically means, according to science, that every dude in this fucking room is trans. Enjoy those fucking apples, dude. Fucking, you're trans, you're trans, you're trans, you're definitely trans. What are you laughing at, sissy boy? You're trans as fuck, dude. You're trans, you're trans, you're so trans. If you didn't have that beard on your face, I'd fuck it. I don't know if you guys saw, but he scratched his beard, which, as someone with a beard, I interpret as enthusiastic consent. So, I'm gonna need you guys to shut the fuck up for a minute. Daddy's going to work. And I'm not very good at this, so I need you to maintain hard eye contact with me for the next 40 seconds or so. Because I need you to know I mean this is the highest of compliments when I say it. You have a fuck face. You get it. But you've heard. Yeah. I said, you know, and she said, that's my brother. You guys grew up together. You heard it through the walls. That guy fucks. We got sidetracked again. All right, back to what I was saying. All right, I need to be very clear about this. I didn't call any of you trans or threaten to fuck his face to make fun of any of you, okay? I am including myself in this. Do you hear me? I also am just a swangin', dangling trans man. No, I'm not. I have to retract that previous statement because we are talking about science right now, and according to science, I am neither swinging nor dangling. No. Scientifically speaking, I have a penis that matches my personality. You hear me? 99% of the time, we're just trying to fucking keep our heads down and make ourselves small and fucking get out of the way. Make yourself non-threatening, dude. Scientifically speaking, I don't have a dangler at all. I have an aboriginal penis. Fucking, he lives in the bush. I celebrated that, but I need to be very clear. I don't usually have to say this twice in a night, but this is not about my penis. This isn't about me. Back to you trans bitches. Okay, here's the... Here's what I'm getting at, all right? Knowing what we now all know, if every man in this room is technically trans according to science, because of female embryos, what that also then means, according to science, is that trans women are just returning to factory settings. The trans women are just performing a hard reset. Can't get hard, no more reset, whatever you want to call it. It just turns out trans women are performing the human equivalent of pushing in that little red button on the back of the DVR. It just happens to turn out that on the human body, that little red button is the prostate. That's why you have to push it in with something long and thin. But you hold that button down for about 3 seconds and you get reset all the way back to select a language. And that's why sometimes when you make white women come, they'll still go, "Ay, Dios mío!" Hell yeah, dude, you're like, fucking, I hit the button and we're fucking in Telemundo! I don't have an ending to this joke. I don't have an ending at all, just a point. And the point is, us trans bitches have to stick together. You hear me? I feel like this is an important moment in the show to bring it up because I do feel like I lost half the dudes in here when I first called you trans. Yeah, I'm not good at reading social cues, but it's not as dark in here as you think it is. I seen you. I called you trans, and immediately half of you started shaking your heads and crossing your fucking arms, and some of you silly bitches crossed your legs and proved my fucking point for me, but fucking 60% of the dudes in the room fucking sat around muttering under their breath going, fucking, not me, no siree. He ain't talking about me, I ain't never been a lady, I'm a real man, and in case you missed the embryos part, or you just don't believe in science, you're more of like an intelligent design creator kind of fella. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but real men are women, dude. And even if you don't believe in science, you ever heard of a little thing called sociology? Yeah, that's the study of you sweet little ding-dongs. Dude, that's the study of how you all operate as a unit. Dude. And according to sociology, do you know what the two social constructs almost all of humanity agrees are the two social constructs required in order for someone to be considered a quote-unquote real man? Do you know what they are? They're physical strength and mental toughness. According to you ding-dongs, that's all it takes to be a real man, is the ability to pick things up and put them down, And the ability to manage physical and emotional pain. The early laughers and the lady that said, oh, okay, those are all my pattern recognition autistics. Who just did brief calculations of what I said and then said, oh yeah, women are leading in all three categories. And we've known that for a long time. Dude, we've known women are physically tougher than men. Dude, scientifically speaking, men are pussies. Dude, this is true. Before AT&T sent me home, I worked with a guy who got his foot ran over by an office desk chair, and he collected 8 months of workers' comp. Dude, I watched a video 3 days ago of a woman giving birth on a trolley car in San Francisco, and at the end of that video, that bitch clocked in at the Apple store. She didn't miss a shift. And some of you dinguses are confused because you're like, no, men are stronger than women. That's why we don't want the trans ones playing the girl sports. And you're only partially correct on a technicality. Like maybe the average man walking around Spokane is stronger than the average woman. But what you're not taking into account is that there is an entire subcategory of women who have access to a level of strength that you dick-havers don't. Yeah, and if you need some statistics to back that up, check this out. There's 0 instances in all of recorded history of a father lifting a car off of a trapped toddler. That shit doesn't fucking happen. You tell a dad his kid's stuck under something, he's like, I'll make a fucking another one. And most dads are only useful pre-accident, you know? Like a dad from a dead sleep can catch a toddler falling off a piece of furniture, and as long as he catches that kid before he hits the ground, that dad's a fucking hero. But if that kid hits the ground first, that dad is a monster. Dude, because he just sits that crying baby down, and the first thing he says is, you want me to give you something to really cry about? Dads don't rescue kids that have already gone past fucked up. You tell a dad his kid's trapped under something, he'll tell you he got under there, he can get himself out. But you tell a mother that her toddler is trapped under a parked car and turns out that bitch could throw a Toyota Prius 2 city blocks. That's happened at least 44 times in human history. So you tell me what gender's stronger than the other. Turns out, even if you don't believe in science and you do believe in intelligent design or creationism, then turns out that intelligent design agreed with Spider-Man's Uncle Ben and said that with real power comes real responsibilities. And that's why women bear the responsibility of childbirth and retards bear the responsibility of dragging around our massive cocks. Because that intelligent design reserved a specific level of strength for mothers and retards. Also, just so we're clear, not my massive cock. I meant the others. Girl autism. There's always still at least one dude in the room just fucking sitting in the back with arms so big, fucking can't touch his elbows. And fucking wearing a tank top with hair growing out of his shoulders, and he's going, fucking not me. Ain't no woman alive stronger than me. No, sir. I'm the strongest, biggest, toughest sumbitch that ever lived. And hell, you probably are, Keith. You probably sure as hell are, but you're only big, strong, and tough because you got those wide-ass, childbearing hips. Now sit the fuck back down. You're only tough because you're built like Miss Trunchable. Shut up, bitch. School is already in session. Anyway, that's all I have to say about that. I hope you had as much fun as I did. Fucking, I'm AJ Wilkerson. Good night, Wisconsin! Good night, Spokane. I'm AJ Wilkerson! No, for real, I'm done. Good night, Tacoma. Good night, I'm AJ Wilkerson! Anyway, I told you I didn't have an ending to this joke, so now back to our previously scheduled programming. Last time on Girl Autism.